Welcome to another episode of Terry's Notes, and today we are going to be looking at matrices. Now, a matrix is just one way of representing information or data, right? So let's say we have a matrix M, and it is represented by 2, 1, 4, 6, right? Now this is a matrix, and let's draw another matrix. Let's call it A, and let's say 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 6, 4, right? This is also a matrix. Now, these numbers inside the matrix here, in this case for the matrix M, we have 2, 1, 4, and 6. These are what we call elements of the matrix, right? And we have something called the order of a matrix, right? And usually we say the order of a matrix is M by N, where M is the number of rows in the matrix and N is the number of columns in the matrix. Right? Now, in the case of M, we say that M is a 2 by 2 matrix. So the order of the matrix is 2 by 2. In the case of A, the order of the matrix is 3 by 3. Right? And if we had another matrix and it's represented as, let's say, 2, 1, right? In which case the order of the matrix is 2 by 1. Now some students might be looking at this and they may be confused. Now the first number represents how many rows we have. So in the case of B, we have, this is our first row, this is our second row. So we have 2 rows. So that's why I got 2 here. And we only have 1 column here, which is this column here. And that's why I got 1, right? Let's say I have another matrix and I represent it as, let's say, 2, 1, 6, 2, 1, 4, right? What is the order of this matrix? Now, if we look at it, how many rows do we have? We have 1, this is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. So it's a 3 by, and how many columns do we have? 1, 2 columns. So we have 2 columns. So the order is 3 by 2. All right. Now, let me just talk a little bit about rows and columns, right? Because this is very important. Let's say we have 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, right? And this is a matrix, and we're calling this matrix M. Now, this is row 1, right? Pay attention to this, row 1. This is row 2, and this is row 3, right? In terms of columns now, we have columns are the vertical, how they line up vertically. So this here is column 1, COLUMN 1, and this here is column 2, right? So this matrix will be a 3 by 2 matrix, right? Now let's look at how we add matrices now. So let's say we have a matrix A, which is given by 1, 0, 2, 4, and we have a matrix B, which is equal to, let's say, 2, 1, minus 1, 2, right? And we are asked to find A plus B. Now we are adding matrices, right? Now the order of the first matrix is 2 by 2 and the order of the second one is 2 by 2, so we can add it. The reason why I say we can add it is because we have 4 elements in matrix A and 4 elements in matrix B. If we had something like, let's say, a third matrix C, and it was written as 2, 1, and I wanted to find A plus C, right? This cannot be worked out because you have 4 elements in A and you have 2 elements in C. But in the case of A and B, we have the same number of elements. So the first thing we need to do is take the first element, which is the 1, and we're going to add it to the 2. So we're going to get 3. Simple addition. We're going to take the 0 and add it to the 1. So we're going to get 1. Then we're going to... Okay, so now we're going to add this 2 and add it to minus 1, right? 2 plus minus 1 will give me 1, and then I have to take this 4 and add it to this 2, and that will give me 6, right? So A plus B is this matrix here, which is 3, 1, 1, 6. Okay? So let me give you another example. So let's say we have a matrix P, which is given by 1, minus 1, minus 3, 2. And I have another matrix, which is Q, and that is 4, 3, minus 1, and let's say minus 3, right? And I'm asked to find P plus Q, right? Now this is a typical examination question that you can easily get right. If you are having trouble with directed numbers, that's the ones with the negative signs, please just use your calculator, even though you should be able to do it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to set up our matrix. So we're going to take the first element, which is 1, plus 4, which will give me 5, minus 1, plus 3, that will give me 2, minus 3, plus minus 1 will give me minus 4. This is where a student will typically make an error, right? What I'm doing is saying minus 3 plus minus 1, which will give me minus 4, right? Be very careful with that. And then the last term, 2 plus minus 3, so we're saying 2 plus minus 3, and this will give me minus 1, right? So this is how we add matrices. When we do subtraction, let me give you an example. So we have A is 4, 6, 1, 2, and B is, let's say, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? And we want to find the matrix A minus B, right? What we're going to do, we're going to take the 4 and we're going to subtract 4. We're going to get 0. We're going to take 6 and subtract 2. We're going to get 4. Then we're going to take 1, subtract 1. I'm going to get 0. And then 2 minus 3 will give me minus 1, right? So in terms of what I just did there, it's 4 minus 4 gives me 0. 6 minus 2 will give me 4. 1 minus 1 will give me 0. And 2 minus 3 will be minus 1, right? So that is subtraction. Let me give you one more example. So let's say we have P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and Q is equal to 2, 4, 6, and let's say 5. And we want to find P minus Q. Right? Actually, let me make a slight change here to make it, let's say, right. So 1 minus 2. Let me write it in the corner here so you'll see what I'm doing. 1 minus 2 is equal to 3. Because when you have a minus something, it becomes plus. So it's 1 plus 2, which will give me 3. That's another common error that students will make. The next one is 2 minus 4. So 2 minus 4. And that will give me 6. Similar to the first one, we have to add it. So this will give me 6. Then 3 minus 6. So 3 minus 6 will give me minus 3. And then the last one is 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5, which is equal to minus 1. Alright? So as you can see, addition and subtraction of matrices are very simple. It's a pretty easy question to get some easy marks. Alright? In my next video, I will talk about multiplication, which is a little trickier. Okay?